Merry Christmas and welcome to Hometown Holiday Eats with the Sherrills. I'm Logan.
And I'm Taylor.
And over the next half hour, we're going to make some of our favorite holiday dishes, sharing recipes that you can even use with all those leftovers tomorrow.
And just like Ebenezer, we're going to take a trip to Christmas past and reminisce on some of our favorite memories and traditions growing up.
So grab a cup of coffee, maybe some cider, eggnog, get a little cozy, and enjoy this mouth-watering Hometown Eats special.
Woo!
This is a WDBJ7 special presentation. Grab a plate, settle in, and enjoy some Hometown Holiday Eats.
You know, Christmas Day for a lot of folks starts well before the sun even peaks up. The rooster crows, at least tell you that was the case for me growing up, meaning it's going to be a long day.
Yes.
It's a marathon, and you got to get the right kind of breakfast to tackle all of those presents and the 3 or 4, maybe 5 Christmases you got to go to.
So we're going to start off with a dish you've been making, or actually your mom has been making, how many years?
Since I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
So
long time.
Forever. This is a sausage and egg souffle, not a casserole, it's a souffle.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty simple recipe to follow.
So many years ago, my family, we were from North Carolina. They had to move up to Kentucky for a couple of years. Dad had to go for a job. And in the local newspaper, there was this sausage and egg souffle recipe that Mom found and kind of made her own over the years. And it is kind of iconic. We cannot have Christmas in a Sherrill household without this particular recipe.
And so we, as your wife, a little daunting, because now it's my turn to be making this. But
No pressure.
No pressure. We're going to start off with 6 eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and start cracking up some eggs.
I'm going to whisk these up.
Yeah,
All
whip
right.
them up real nice.
You got that.
We've
upgraded our mixing bowls too, so you
I
can see
know.
it television friendly.
For real. So we're going to start off with 6 eggs. And I went ahead and made a pound of browned and crumbled sausage. So if you want to...
And I guess it doesn't really matter if you...
Can you try to pour that in there?
Yeah, if you want, I think that we may use the hot style, hot spicy sausage. You can use mild, whatever kind of sausage you want to use. Make sure it's a pound.
Yeah, and we're gonna pop up the recipe for you just to give you a little heads up of what to expect as we begin making this. So we have our 6 eggs, our pound of sausage. We're also gonna throw in 4 slices of bread torn into bite-sized pieces. And this could be any kind of bread you like. I like a wheat bread, so that's what we're using today.
Healthy, right?
That's right.
Even on Christmas.
We're also throwing in 8 ounces of cheddar cheese grated. Gonna dump that in. And to give her some liquid, 2.5 cups of milk. As we pour those in.
Spatula.
And look how fast we're making it. You're literally just dumping this into a bowl and mixing it as you go. And of course, no dish is without a little salt and pepper. Salt and pepper's here. So give it a little salt. Oh, actually, that was pepper. That was pepper. Now give it some salt. Ding, ding,
Just a
ding,
couple
ding,
of
ding,
minutes worth of this. You can make this on Christmas morning. Usually, Mom would make this the night before, let it kind of marinate together, get all those flavors. We love that.
Yeah, and so when I prepared this, I let it sit overnight, and by morning, it was ready to go. So if you're opening presents, you're doing whatever you do on the morning, you can just pop it in the oven, not to worry about baking. But literally, we made that in what, like 3 minutes?
If that.
If that. So she's looking beautiful.
Check that out. I mean, is that good looking or what?
Not really, but she will be.
It smells
She needs to
really
cook
good.
a little bit. But you're going to combine all those ingredients, pour it into a 13x9 pan, pop it in the oven for about 30 minutes or so. I did it a little bit longer just because I like it a little more crispy, and bake it at 350 degrees. And
In the magic of television,
here it is.
there's your final product.
I thought it
see-
was interesting it had bread in it. I didn't know. I guess that's what makes it a souffle.
Well, and yeah, I guess that's the official souffle style, and that's really what it comes up to the top there. That bread does, and golden crispy, beautiful brown color, and plenty of food for the whole family. So I guess
While you're cutting that up, I want to ask you a question.
we do. We're gonna provide
Christmas
some
questions
quick Christmas questions through the years. What do you got, baby?
Is there a holiday movie you watch every year?
Yes, Die Hard. I'm kidding.
Don't get me started.
It has to be Home Alone.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
1 or 2?
Two's better than 1. It's the only sequel that's ever better than the original.
Facts.
tastes like Mama Sherrills Christmas morning.
So good, you just spit it on the table.
All right, well, flavor saver. Well, coming up, don't go anywhere because everybody loves a good sip and a dip, right? We're gonna break out the old crock pot and some ice cream when Hometown Holiday Eats returns.
Welcome back to Hometown Holiday Eats.
One of my favorite things about the holiday season, grazing during the gatherings, snacks, drinks, and we got two that'll be real good for you.
And it's not even the holidays you're grazing, you graze every day.
Yeah, you're right.
He loves a good girl dinner. You might notice a theme here with all of our meals. We want things to be super easy for the
Yes.
holidays. So a lot of these are just like dump and go kind of things. So this sausage dip has been in our family forever. Shout out to Joanne. This was her recipe and it's a hit every year.
She hooked me, and then this dip is what kept me in the family.
That's right.
Soon after we started dating.
3 ingredients, super simple. So just a can of diced tomatoes, whatever brand you like, whatever you choose. A pound of browned crumbled sausage.
If you can't tell, the Sherrills really enjoy breakfast sausage.
And I really didn't start eating sausage till you came around. I was more of a bacon gal, but
Yep.
we'll switch over.
And there's the ingredients and directions. Look at that, three ingredients, 4 directions.
And you just literally dump it in your crock pot. So we had the tomatoes, we had the ground beef, and then 2 blocks of cream cheese. I used the 1/3 fat-free just to get things a little bit more healthy. Put that on low for 4 hours, stir it every now and then, and it's perfect to just sit there the rest of the evening.
So it's perfect.
Keep it on warm.
All right, so you asked me a question about my favorite holiday movie, Christmas movie, one I gotta play with, and one I have to watch. So let me ask you a question before we get into the dip over here. All right.
I'm getting into the dip.
What is the perfect Christmas beverage? And I kid you not, that was out of 20 questions there. It's like somebody new.
The dip can wait.
Yeah,
Switch places here, sir.
I'll try the dip.
The perfect Christmas beverage is an ice cream punch. And honestly, this is something that's good year round, but something about it at the holidays is even more special. So you'll do a tub of vanilla ice cream and just dump it in there. You want to make sure, I'm going to need your help because I got to squeeze that out there. Tub of vanilla ice cream, make sure it's softened because you're going to try to stir it up a little bit. Then do a tub of sherbet. I did rainbow because I love the
sherbet.
rainbow. And
I'm dumping all over the...
Oh my
Here we
gosh.
go.
Ew. My hands are a little slippery, so I'm going to try not to spill this.
You want me to do it?
No, I'm already in it.
Uh-oh.
Woo! 2 cups of pineapple juice. Yeah. A little messy. And then just an entire tub, or not tub,
2 liter.
2 liter of ginger ale. I use 0 sugar because #healthy, but also not really. And just dump it in your punch bowl. Just dump her all up in there.
Look at that fizz.
Do you mind grabbing? Oh, we already used that spoon. Well,
That's okay.
I think we're out of utensil.
How about a
spoon.
little cream cheese? Well, cream cheese, how will that taste in there? I think it'll be all right.
Not great.
Wait a minute, I got a napkin. While I do that, what is one dish you cannot do without on your Christmas dinner table? And it has to be something other than what we've made.
Well, I'm getting ahead of myself and telling you that it's got to be something dessert-wise. I think it's all, I've got the sweet tooth. I think it's all about the desserts. So I like to make cookies, duh.
Yeah.
And Death by Chocolate peppermint cookies are my favorite because it's different from the gingerbread cookies. It's different from the sugar cookies. And it's just really good.
So if you want to know that recipe, Taylor actually came in last Christmas, and we've got that up on the WDBJ7 Hometown Eats Food web page. And you made it a couple of weeks ago, and I brought it into the TV station. Wiped out.
Was a hit?
I mean, absolutely destroyed.
Nice.
Real quick. And that's what it was. Like, as soon as I said, Taylor, I don't need to know anything else. We got it. We're going to go in there and try it.
No, that stresses me out. I have a reputation to uphold around here. I can't mess this up. Okay, so stir this around. Get everything kind of melted together. Logan, I made a boo-boo. I didn't get a punch ladle, so we got to do this little redneck style.
Oh, we got to dip in.
Nobody else is going to try this for the record, just us. So we got to like...
They might. Yeehaw,
We got to
y'all.
go right in. I was stirring this. I was like, I don't have a ladle. So without further ado...
Oh, what a mess.
Cheers.
Cheers, my love.
I can't even. It's going to be so messy. But super easy. Again, we love a good dump and go recipe. Sausage dip,
Nailed it.
ice cream punch. Is it good?
It was pretty good. I got a big hunk of sherbet and vanilla just lumped in there together. And peanut butter and jelly.
Cheers.
All right, so now we've had breakfast. We've had kind of a lunch thing, a snicky snack.
graze.
Yeah, a graze. How about the main course? Well, coming up after the break, we will share a recipe that combines all the leftovers you're going to have at your house into one delicious dish.
Welcome back to Hometown Holiday Eats.
As you can tell, our kitchen setup a little limited. We're not whipping up prime rib, the honey glazed ham, the beef Wellington that a lot of folks might be eating, but we do have something for leftovers if you have it. It's quick, it's fun, and it's rather tasty.
I'm the kind of person when it comes to leftovers, I don't need to make it fancy. I'll just eat it as it is. You like a good sandwich or some sort of new meal, if you will.
Right.
And this is a recipe you found.
Matter of fact, I did, because a lot of folks they have turkey and they love the day after turkey kind of sandwich. Well, I'm using crescent rolls on this one, or croissant rolls.
Croissant rolls.
If you will.
Please,
this is
by all
the
means.
leftover turkey roll. So, I guess what you do is you grab the Pillsbury. That's the brand we went, the little crack and pop.
The one when you bang it, it scares you, boom.
So that's what we got, just 8 pieces of that. And you put it into almost like a little sunshine, a Christmas sunshine.
Aww.
And from there, you more or less just stack. So.
While you start stacking, you want to
Yeah,
do a little Christmas question?
Throw me a question in there, Tay.
All right.
We start with mashed potatoes on the bottom. And since I'm really getting in the food today, I threw some gloves on for you.
All right. I don't like these questions, so I'm going to find...
There's a lot in there.
Ooh, this one's good.
Okay.
Do you wrap your presents or do you put them in gift bags?
Oh, I do like wrapping. I feel like whenever I try to wrap, because the only times I really wrap presents are Christmas and your birthday. And I get a little rusty, but it's kind of like riding a bike. Once you get the hang of it on the first one, then you kind of have it. I feel like there's love more put into wrapping, but if I'm in a hurry, I'll go with a gift bag.
I also know, fun fact about Mr. Sherrill here, he likes to open a gift.
Yes, love it.
Doesn't need to have anything in it. He
That can
just
be a
wants
box
the
of
process
rocks.
of opening it. So I think opening a wrapped gift's a little more fun than a bag.
All right, hold on a second, Tay, before you go to that next question. So what I've done here is put maybe like a 2-inch wide layer of mashed potatoes all around, and just enough to where it kind of builds up. Has a nice little base, and then from there we'll go right into the stuffing, whatever style of stuffing. Like, we're big box stuffing folks.
The stovetop ones.
Yeah, the stovetop. It's pretty good. And there you just you can kind of. You don't want to go totally.
It can be messy.
Yeah, it's going to be messy. You don't want to totally cover your mashed potatoes, but you can just kind of tuck it in there.
I want to ask this question because I know what the answer is going to be.
All right.
If you had to travel for the holidays, where would you want to go?
New York City.
New York City!
No question.
We've gone there twice at Christmas now.
Yeah, 2 different times. We got to get back up there at some point.
So magical.
But if you've never done New York, if you have, it's within your means. Look, the train, I don't think it's that expensive riding the train up from Roanoke.
While you're working on the
Fantastic.
turkey and the cranberry, I got to tell the story. The first time we went to Christmas together, we'd been dating for 2 months, and we just really wanted to skate at Central Park.
Central Park, yep.
Central Park ice skating.
Remember, Home Alone 2 is my movie I got to watch.
So the Plaza Hotel, it was packed, line out the wazoo. We had a bus to catch that night, and we were running out of time. Logan was so adamant that he was going to take me ice skating at Central Park. He said, I don't even care. I'll pay for a plane ticket in the morning. We're going ice skating. Not only did we get to ice skate, but we made our bus on time.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was so
A
cute.
cost-effective way to go to New York. All right, so what I did, I just got all the turkey there, and now the cherry on top, or the cranberry on top. And this also doesn't have to be pretty. You can just slap it in there.
And it can be canned.
It can be, yeah. This is, look, full transparency with the Sherrills. This is canned.
I don't even know how to make cranberry sauce.
We ain't making fresh cranberry sauce. Kind of go around the outside there, right on top. And then the fun part.
Tucking it in.
Stretch and tuck.
If you ever make
Stretch
taco
and
ring,
tuck.
it's basically the same thing, just festive.
And we love making a good taco ring. It's good. It's all everything together. It's fun to rip apart. So you stretch and tuck. Then you preheat your oven, 375. You put this in there. I did about 22 minutes. Here's the ingredients, just a few things, and then the directions too that have been popping. I'm sorry, it's like tiny print, but you can pause it and you can take a picture of it. It seems like it's a lot to do, but it's really not. 375, 20, maybe 25 minutes, depending on your particular oven. This is what it'll look like going in.
And this is what it'll look like coming out.
Yep, there's going
Wait
in.
for it. Wait for it.
Booyah.
It's like a little festive wreath,
Yeah.
if you will.
So I'll cut into this.
Golden
today.
brown.
And we'll take a bite real quick.
I'm excited about this. I haven't tried it.
There you go.
It's just like a little, it's like a Thanksgiving plate
See,
in
it's
one.
sweet. See, so Tay is real nice about it. I just go like I'm eating
A
a
little
sandwich.
messy. That's really good, actually.
It's not bad, right?
For someone who, my thing about eating is I have to eat things one at a time. So this is like my nightmare to have to eat everything in one bite. It's a good bite.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, no Christmas feast is complete without a dessert. Coming up, a Sherrills staple at every family gathering. Welcome back. You hear me say it all the time. Always room for dessert, and that is true for the Sherrill household. And the one I cannot go without. Pecan pie.
Ever since we've been dating, this has been every single holiday that you make. This was the first year I made it. A little intimidating, but super easy to follow. So start off with 3 eggs, beat them, whisk them, do whatever you got to do to get them all, what's the word I'm looking for? Melty. Beat. Then you'll do half a cup of melted butter.
And this particular recipe came from the Redeemer Church ingredient booklet.
It came from an old lady cookbook.
That's it.
We got 1 cup of sugar.
And you know they take care of the sugar.
That's right. We do some Karo syrup.
Now you can use clear Karo or you could use the dark Karo, whichever one you got a preference for. It's got to be Karo syrup.
And you do 2/3 cup of that. Dump that all up in there.
Beautiful.
And then Logan, if you can prepare 1 teaspoon of vanilla, please.
1 teaspoon.
Now I'm gonna start mixing this
teaspoons.
guy up.
1 teaspoon coming right in over the
There
top.
we're in.
I love your ugly sweater, Tay.
Thank you. This is my go-to every single year.
Yeah.
And then while I'm stirring this, if you want to go ahead and throw in the 1 cup of chopped pecans.
There you go. And there's the ingredients and directions with our ugly sweaters there on the little full screen.
Now the thing about this pecan pie recipe, Logan, is that you have tried in the past to make your own crust, right?
I have tried, and I found that out of some bougie fancy cookbook. It looks good. It looks good,
Yeah.
but I still haven't been able to master it to where I don't know if I'm not using enough butter. I don't know if I'm not using enough
It never came out of the pan, so
non-stick. It would always kind of get crusted up
the
and
thought
stuck
was
in the
there.
pan.
So we started using pre-made crust.
And it works
And there's
just
no
as good.
shame in that. So dump it all into your pre-made pie crust,
Mm-hmm.
pop it in the oven for 1 hour at 300 degrees, and that's it. Of course, you need to let it sit for a little bit because it's going to be a little jiggly. But
I know that one of the first times we pulled it out and it's still kind of dancing around a little bit. I'm like,
you might want to think, oh,
don't
let me put
think
it back
that's right.
in.
No, trust
let
me.
her sit. She's got to cool.
because then she comes out
Looking like this.
like that.
And super
And
easy to get out, too.
It is delicious. Here, there we go. There's the shot. Overhead, over the top. How about a little quick question as I
Quick
cut into
Christmas
this, okay?
question. Okay. I don't like that one. Do you prefer buying your presents in person or online?
Online's convenient, but I'm old school. I love going in person because you're also helping out local businesses too from time to time. I know that you got the box stores, but and I like listening to the Christmas music being played whenever.
The next question is,
It kind of looks nasty when you get it out, but trust me, it tastes better.
The next question is, what did you get Taylor for Christmas?
What did I get Taylor for Christmas?
That,
Well,
that was just the question. That wasn't what I
I
made
guess
up or
she's
anything.
going to have to find out at some point today.
Honestly, with me, I'm like a dude. The way to my heart is through my stomach. So even if it's just baking me a pie, grab you a
She
fork.
doesn't. Yeah, her love language is definitely not the presents.
She's not so pretty.
It's okay. Just
She
like
kinda came
just
apart
like
a
that
little
sausage
bit.
and egg souffle earlier. It's not pretty, but it tastes delicious. Let's see.
And it really does. I think it's the Karo that really
That's what sets it apart.
gives it the oomph.
And sometimes you gotta go digging to find the K-Road. They hide it, or people know about it, and then they I can't even get it on the fork. It's not a big enough fork. One more question. I want to hit you with one. You haven't had one in a minute.
I'm not a fan of these questions, if I'm being honest. I keep yanking them out and throwing them down.
Where's the best place to see Christmas lights
New York City.
locally?
It would have to be the Elks Lodge in Bedford.
Yeah.
You don't even get out of your car.
No,
You
take
just
the dogs.
drive through the dogs, the kids.
Yeah.
Go by yourself if you're just passing through. It is so magical, and they got music that plays. We haven't gone this year.
We'll go at some point. When we come back, we got to put a bow on this Hometown Holiday Eat special.
You're watching Hometown Holiday Eats.
We want to thank you for spending your Christmas with us. Food brings so many of us together, and what we've learned over the past half hour, it creates lifelong memories.
So love on the ones closest to you this holiday season, and remember to always save room for dessert.
Merry Christmas!
Thank you for watching Hometown Holiday Eats, a WDBJ7 special presentation. We wish all of you a very happy holidays.